Pain. Noun. Physical or mental suffering and distress. Pain does not discriminate, coming for the weak and strong alike.
The biggest threat that Aleister Black has ever encountered's Lars Sullivan. No! Sullivan catches Black Mass!
I don't believe it!
I am gonna take everything that you've worked your entire life for. No one's fading the Black but you, Aleister.
Pain is the weapon of choice for the vile and oppressive.
Oh my God! The merciless women's champion! A painful pattern unfolding.
And the signature hallmark of the unhinged and deranged.
Nikki Cross has seen enough!
Shayna! Shayna! I'm gonna take the NXT Women's Championship.
Pain is ever pervasive, at the root of all conflict and discord. But ultimately, pain leaves you with a choice. You can either feel it,
What a valiant effort from DIY!
or you can inflict it. And once pain has been unleashed, there is no controlling the path of destruction it will leave in its wake.
We're not confined by that wrestling ring, Johnny Wrestling. I'm not coming to Chicago to wrestle. I'm coming to beat the hell out of you.
Tonight, pain takes over the hearts and souls of NXT. Tonight, pain takes over Chicago.
And now, WWE Champions, the mobile game, presents NXT TakeOver Chicago.
We are live in the Windy City, where 3 championships will be defended, and the next chapter will be written in the bitter, storied conflict between Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano. Welcome to NXT TakeOver Chicago. I'm Nigel McGuinness. Mauro Ranallo not here tonight. He is on assignment. He'll be back in 2 weeks, but don't worry. You are in good hands because in the interim, we have the voice of 205 Live, the erudite, Vic Joseph.
Well, I appreciate the lovely introduction.
Welcome,
Don't forget
my
about
boy.
Showtime Percy
What's going
Watson
on?
as well. I'm excited to be here with you guys. 3 championship matches, the street fight as well. But guys, we're not the only ones going to have fun here tonight at ringside. We also have our Spanish commentating announce team of Carlos Cabrera and Marcelo Rodriguez.
Gracias, Joseph, amigos. Y aquí en NXT TakeOver otra vez en Chicago, tremendos duelos por títulos.
Y veremos seguro una de las luchas callejeras más cruentas en toda la historia de esta industria aquí en vivo por NXT TakeOver Chicago 2.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the NXT Tag Team Championship. Making the way to the ring, accompanied by the NXT North American Champion, Adam Cole, representing the Undisputed Era. They're the NXT Tag Team Champions, Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong.
Starting things off with the NXT Championship match, and guys, some in the NXT universe would say that Undisputed Era initially didn't take their opponent tonight seriously, but after Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch earned some victories over the Undisputed Era, they pushed them to their limits. Nigel, are we going to see the tag title switch hands tonight?
Well, that's a huge question, and one that I'm not able to answer at this point of the game. I did talk to Roderick Strong earlier, and Strong said to me, perhaps they did take them lightly, but they realise now it was a fluke then. They are laser focused. It will not happen again.
Yeah, I guess we'll see, but they better not come in here half-stepping because I'm telling you, Lorcan and Burch got no problem relieving them boys of their tag team titles.
And their host
Lorcan, Danny Burch, you talk about a gritty Cinderella story. What a Cinderella story it'd be if Lorcan and Burch walk out of Chicago with the NXT titles around their waists.
Hey, look, that's what I want to see. And you got to think of how fast only Lorcan and Danny Burch have come in a short amount of time. Nobody believed in them. Now look what these cats are, standing here vying for the tag team championship.
Well, both these superstars are gritty brawlers. They actually started out in a series of hard-hitting matches against each other. They liked each other so much they formed a tag team, and now are in title opportunity.
There we go, is right off the bat, Roderick Strong. I don't necessarily say toying with Oney Lorcan, but instead having a little bit of fun.
I think Strong is trying to get in the head of Oney Lorcan.
We talk about Roderick Strong and Kyle O'Reilly. It is important to note that for that duo, it is the first time that they defended the NXT Tag Team titles as a team. Will that play out as a tag is made? Danny Burch enters the fray, and Nigel, you know a little bit about Danny Burch. You've been in the ring.
One time, actually, early stages of Danny's career, but even back then, you could see he had a ton of potential. And boy, you get hit with one of those punches, you know about it, I can tell you.
Kyle O'Reilly, you talk about grit and determination. Kyle O'Reilly has to have a short memory, because if you go back to what happened this past week on NXT TV, he was in a one-on-one contest with Pete Dunne for the United Kingdom Championship. How much was taken out of O'Reilly in that matchup?
It was a long and an arduous match, but I guarantee you O'Reilly took a lot out of that contest.
Oh! Foot under the jaw. And Burch trying to answer back, and what a takedown. And Burch,
beautiful, seamless European uppercut, followed with a forearm and a quick tag. That's what these guys have to do. Quick tag, in and out.
Cut the ring in half. Don't let Kyle O'Reilly get to his tag.
We talk about his tag team partner, Roderick Strong. He's gonna greet Kyle O'Reilly in the center of the ring.
Strong came in to try to help. He actually hurt things.
Burch and Lorcan, no nonsense, straightforward. They want to take the fight to Undisputed Era, and right now, they certainly have.
Big opportunity for Danny Burch. As I mentioned before, I've known him from the very beginning since he was cutting his teeth. This is his second opportunity in NXT, and he is not going to waste it.
Well, let's talk about that second opportunity, because Percy, you can relate a lot to a guy like Danny Burch, his second go-round here at NXT.
Oh, without a doubt I do, man. I know what it's like to get that second opportunity. You better believe Danny Burch will not let this opportunity slide, man. All he wants to do is prove that he deserves to be here.
Look at the strategy of O'Reilly, working from his back. He's very comfortable on his back with that MMA training.
And quickly attacking right on top of Oney Lorcan. And Lorcan now.
Lorcan likes to fight. He likes to strike.
Don't call him the Boston Brawler for nothing.
O'Reilly wisely trying to close the gap between him and Lorcan.
Look at the speed of O'Reilly.
Well, you're not fast when you're on the ground, Percy. That's where O'Reilly is right now. As Lorcan dragging Riley right back over, tag in, and Danny Burch back into the matchup.
Hey guys, you gotta think a physical matchup will definitely favor the challenger.
Burch charging in.
What an incredible start. This is a great pace, and the pace that the challengers really want. Nice nip up.
Nigel, I was going to ask you, would the lights be too big for Burch and Oney Lorcan?
Well, it doesn't look like it thus far, does it?
Burch sent to the outside.
Hey, look, I don't think so. They've been waiting on this moment.
Roderick Strong picking up on the distraction from O'Reilly.
See Burch's mouth wide open there. He clearly got caught with that drop kick.
Rib first, through the LED board went Burch. Roderick Strong, tag made.
There it was, Burch was distracted. No way to protect himself from that drop kick.
And Roderick Strong now, with Kyle O'Reilly.
Burch in trouble. 2-on-1, using the referee's full 5 count to take the advantage.
And O'Reilly focusing on the left elbow. And transitions right into the knee bar. Trending right now on Twitter, NXT TakeOver. The first one for Danny Burch. No, he does not want to tap out as a tag was made. Strong enters back into the ring.
Danny Burch using the toe and ankle to release some of the pressure.
Strong right on top of Burch. And you look at Roderick Strong, you talk about superstar who has really switched his mindset. Strong saying he joined Undisputed Era at TakeOver New Orleans. He did for himself, and now because he was selfish, he finally can call himself a champion here in NXT.
I think it's a fair point. Oh, beautiful backbreaker. See if he tries a pinfall.
Strong into the cover, hooks the leg to retain the titles, and Burch out at 2.
Switched his mindset or lost his way.
Well, how long had Roderick Strong been here in NXT without championship gold? And as soon as he switched allegiances, boom, he's a champion. How can you argue with that?
Let's not forget, Nigel, he had an opportunity with Pete Dunne. He had it.
Kyle O'Reilly back into the matchup. An Undisputed Era working together like a well-oiled machine.
Let's go, buddy, out.
And continuing that tandem offense, and O'Reilly continuing to focus on that left shoulder. Burch for a moment now. Ooh. And a nice takedown by O'Reilly.
Jumps out of the guard.
And right back to the midsection.
Ooh, man.
A great grappling, jiu-jitsu ability. Showing that he can be just as physical.
Arm strikes.
An Undisputed Era with that pack mentality we've talked about. You talked tag team champions.
Right in the center.
Trying to retain. O'Reilly looking for that arm bar, which he's focused on that left elbow. Burch fighting and getting over to the bottom rope. We talk about the tag titles, the North American title, the first War Games victory in NXT belongs to Undisputed Era. Is that pack mentality what has made Undisputed Era so successful, Nigel?
Well, there's certainly value in numbers. There's certainly strength in numbers, and they've had the numbers advantage for a number of times. But of course, it was when Lorcan and Burch teamed up with Pete Dunne that they evened those numbers advantage and got that victory.
Well, Burch in the wrong corner. We talk about a numbers advantage. What a drop kick from Strong. Into the cover to retain, and Burch again kicking out at 2.
Burch is certainly hurting here now, there's no doubt about that. And the Undisputed Era trying to really enact some retribution, because we've got to not forget, it was Burch that pinned O'Reilly to get this title opportunity.
Roderick Strong focusing on the left elbow, which has been the main focus of Kyle O'Reilly on Danny Burch throughout the matchup. Burch trying to create a little bit of separation. Burch a little bit of separation now, but Strong trying to capitalize. Missed his target. And Burch, and now for Danny Burch, he's got to find his way over to the corner to tag Oney Lorcan as Kyle O'Reilly tags in it. O'Reilly right after Lorcan.
Strong saving it for his team there.
Headbutt rocking Kyle O'Reilly. Both men down.
O'Reilly down to both knees though.
Oney Lorcan can't wait to get in. If Burch can just get to that corner and make that tag.
Critical moment in the match.
Riley reaching
Here we
out,
go.
tags, and in comes Oney Lorcan. Oh! And Lorcan with a lot of pent-up frustration, waiting patiently. Oh! We get an opportunity. And
Look
what
at
a
the fire.
clothesline.
Look at the fire in the eyes of Oney Lorcan.
What a decleaning uppercut. Oh!
Ornery Oney Lorcan pulling out all the stops.
And taking out the Undisputed Era.
Hold on, boys. Oh!
Lorcan doesn't care. The only thing he cares about are those titles.
And the only way he can win the championship is by pinfall or submission for Oney Lorcan. Can Lorcan put away Roderick Strong? For the tag titles. Strong kicks out at 2.
Man, how big of a shock to the system will it be?
Nigel, is this the pace? As we take a look at Oney Lorcan going aerial to take out Undisputed Era.
From a different angle. Oh, the pace and the risk-taking ability of Lorcan.
Is this the pace the challengers want?
Absolutely, I said at the beginning of the match, the faster it goes, the more gritty these guys.
It's definitely working for him.
Oh, wait a minute. And oh, strong. And Lorcan. Whoa! Blockbuster.
Nothing wrong with a 2-for-1.
Tag.
Well, in comes Burch. He absorbed a lot of punishment early, but this could be it. They've beaten guys with this before. Yes!
They've beaten Undisputed that way. Are we going to have new champions
Here
in
it is.
Chicago? O'Reilly in at the last moment.
Were it not for Kyle O'Reilly, we would have new tag team champions. What a save.
Lorcan looking around and what is Burch trying to lift up Roger
boy.
Strong. Lorcan to the top. And
No!
Oh! No!
Oh my!
Oh, Lorcan taken out. And Burch trying to take out Roderick Strong.
Right hand landed.
Oh!
So did the Enziguri. Burch is staggered in the center.
O'Reilly, the legal man, and trying to chop down Danny Burch.
Those strikes from Kyle O'Reilly.
And Burch, headbutt to the midsection. Burch has to know he's the only one standing for his team.
Ooh.
And O'Reilly, float over, cover, and Burch out at 2. But O'Reilly trying to transition right into the armbar, trying to make Burch tap out.
Now fully extended.
Burch doing everything, using that monkey grip to prevent the full extension on the arm breaker.
Kyle O'Reilly trying to break that grip of Danny Burch.
O'Reilly swinging away, Burch fighting for everything he's got left. In the
He's going last fingers, just a
one last
2 for extended.
Direct elbow.
Look at Burch trying to change the angle to protect the elbow.
Is Danny Burch gonna tap out? Burch fighting, trying to
So
get
close.
to the bottom rope.
Fighting Burch, refusing to
Burch
quit.
through.
Well done. What incredible fortitude from Danny Burch. He knows what's on the line. He knows the opportunity. He will not let it go.
The biggest opportunity in Danny Burch's career, but just a reminder what happened to Oney Lorcan. Boom! Spine first.
As Lorcan attempted to take things to a different level.
It's O'Reilly. Strong into the cover. The legal man looking to retain the titles.
Oh
And
my
again,
goodness.
another near fall in what must Undisputed Era do to take out Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan.
I just cannot get over the guts
Tag.
of Burch and Lorcan here tonight.
O'Reilly back into the ring.
Burch face down. Barely able to stand. Oh, wait a second. Well done, Danny Burch. Digging deep.
Digging deep indeed, and O'Reilly over the top. And Oney Lorcan, how is Lorcan on his feet? Blockbuster on the floor.
Adrenaline coursing through the veins.
We might see the championships change hands, fellas.
Lorcan to the top rope. Burch lifting up O'Reilly.
Oh boy. Showtime, babies!
Lorcan, cover, new champs.
Oh, look at this!
Adam Cole just saved the tag team championships.
Oh, he's out. The referee has seen enough, sending Adam Cole to the back.
Adam Cole just sent packing by the referee, and now the numbers advantage that Undisputed Era's used to, guys. It's 2-on-2.
But Adam Cole arguably has done his job now. Saved the match for the Undisputed Era.
Hey, this is not over.
O'Reilly back into the ring. We are even. It's 2-2. Does this make the advantage in favor of Burch and Lorcan? Lorcan lifting up O'Reilly. And Burch, And Burch,
Right in the center. He has the guillotine on tight with the body scissors as well.
Is Lorcan gonna tap out? Is Oney Lorcan gonna tap out center of the ring?
No one to save him.
And
but he fights.
And the Undisputed Era retain the NXT titles and no.
What a counter by Oney Lorcan. Lorcan knows these titles are on the line. Who knows when this opportunity will come back around for this tag team.
Lorcan now must tend to
Tag.
himself.
Strong legal man. I don't believe Lorcan knows it. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Chopping the leg is Oni. The left knee taken out. Then Lorcan
Powerbomb. Folds him up.
A kick out.
Wait.
Lorcan rolling into the single crab.
Half crab.
And Strong quickly trying to get to the bottom rope.
And Lorcan attempted to set this up, but it doesn't matter. Oh, look at that! Refusing to release the hold. Oh, guillotine.
And Birch following up. Crossface. Undisputed Era.
Era's got a tap.
Are they going to tap out? Are we going to have new tag team champions?
Both members of the Era far from the bottom right, far from safety.
Roderick Strong is the legal man.
Oh, look at this.
O'Reilly kicking Lorcan.
Desperation up kick. This is absolutely incredible. They want more.
Absolutely. The grittiness of Lorcan and Birch on display. Ooh. Oh. And Lorcan now, going right at O'Reilly. It's 2-1. Numbers advantage, Undisputed Era. Oh! Undisputed Era. Take it down, Lorcan. Cover. Undisputed Era retains the NXT Tag Team title.
And still, NXT Tag Team Champions, Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong.
Hey, look. Undisputed Era may have retained their tag team championships tonight, but only Lorcan and Danny Burch pushed the champions to the very limit. And if it hadn't been for Adam Cole, we might see a different situation.
I can't disagree with you, Percy. Lorcan and Birch came out here to prove a point. They certainly did that. They may not be leaving with the titles, but they've left with their pride.
Undisputed Era literally gripping, holding on to the NXT Tag Team Championship. What an effort from Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch.
Well, here it was, taking things up a level. Doomsday European uppercut and hooking him tight. But look on the outside, it was Adam Cole, the leader of the Undisputed Era, who saved things for his team.
And then Adam Cole would feel the wrath of the official who would even the odds, kicking Adam Cole out of ringside, making this 2-on-2.
And we all thought this was it right here. Only Lorcan, Danny Burch had the Era right where they wanted him, but Kyle O'Reilly still fighting his way out.
It was the desperation of O'Reilly, but ultimately it would come down to a 2-on-1 situation. And if it's the Undisputed Era, 2 against 1, they always win.
Undisputed Era retaining their tag team titles tonight. As you can see, Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong. But once again, what an effort from the team of Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch.
We talking about a war. That was an absolute battle. That was a fight right there.
What a way to start off. What a way for TakeOver Chicago to get in the books.
The challengers may be disappointed, but they can keep their heads held high.
The champions remain strong, though, with the Undisputed Era still on top of the pile in the NXT. Well, of course, Money in the Bank, all about title opportunities. And this man has a huge one tonight. The Leviathan, Lars Sullivan. He has caught the Black Mass. Spinning heel kick before. Can he do it tonight and strip the champion of his title?
Yeah, fellas, as Sullivan warms up, the winner of the Mae Young Classic, the Pirate Princess, Kairi Sane, is going to get some mental reps. Kairi's ready to see who's going to leave Chicago as the NXT Women's Champion.
Oh, and Kairi Sane, no stranger to the spotlight, and what a matchup we have for you next. It all started with Ricochet setting his sights on the NXT Championship, but Velveteen Dream taking exception to that. From there, it's been about who has the biggest spotlight, and from Ricochet's point of view, this rivalry has taken a step because he believes he's the one outshining the Velveteen Dream.
You know, for a while, the name Ricochet always coincided with this kid who could do flips. I kind of set an expectation for myself that I have to stay at a certain level or exceed it a lot of times.
The one thing you can expect is the unexpected.
For 15 years, I have scraped and clawed my way to the top of every single company that I have been in.
The one and only is in NXT.
The one and only. That must mean you're blessed. I'd say I'm blessed.
Dripping in finesse and attitude, the Velveteen Dream has certainly proved he's tough enough.
When you're truly blessed, you don't need to struggle. Being blessed means that you're equipped with intangibles, with it. Do you want to know what it is? Every word they say, every gesture, hooked, just like that. Ricochet's good. That's athletically. You can impress a few people, but can you make them feel it?
No, no, no. Understand this. Anything that you can do, the Dream can do better.
Prove it.
Velveteen, what's the worst struggle he's had? Being eliminated from a reality TV show?
The Dream has no memory of that.
And not only that, he gets his NXT contract. He gets his opportunity. Well, I got mine, and I wasn't handed it. I earned it.
There's a monarchy here in NXT, and Ricochet believes that he's the king. That's funny to the Dream. Well, if the Dream were to pick a crown, he'd choose to be the prince. The difference between a king and a prince? The king was good, but that prince, he knows that there's a bigger crown. At NXT TakeOver Chicago,
when 100% of my focus is on the Velveteen Dream,
the king will fall.
The only thing that he's going to experience,
the monarchy dies,
is defeat.
The Velveteen Dream will rise
at the hands of King Ricochet.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Capitol Hill, Washington, D.C., weighing in at 227 pounds, the Velveteen Dream!
Well, guys, as Mauro Ranallo said, Velveteen Dream always dripping in finesse.
Take a look at him. I mean, he clearly is, but this is a man who feels like he's been a little bit upstaged by the man they call the one and only, the Ricochet.
Well, you know, Nigel, when you take a look at Velveteen Dream, and you just heard from Velveteen Dream, does he have that it factor?
Oh, he's certainly got the it factor, but the question is, does he have the athletic ability to compete with Ricochet?
Well, both these superstars competed in that six-man ladder match at New Orleans TakeOver for the North American title. Both superstars want to align themselves for future opportunities for the NXT Championship. One superstar is going to take a step forward here tonight.
Take a look at that outfit as well. Dream Mania running wild. Yeah.
Now both these superstars very active on social media. We've seen John Cena actually talk about Velveteen Dream as the future of NXT of the WWE. Quite the endorsement.
I'd have to agree with him. Like, we've seen Velveteen Dream time and time again. But if he wants to beat Ricochet here tonight, that he's going to have to earn.
Oh, when it comes crashing down, it hurts inside. Will it hurt tonight for the Velveteen Dream?
Oh, look at this.
Joking aside, this is a very personal match for Velveteen Dream.
Of course it is. He believes the spotlight has been taken off him. It's been all about Ricochet since Ricochet's arrival. Velveteen Dream, as you can see, needs the spotlight on himself.
All day long, look at him. But I tell you what, by the end of the night, one of these two competitors is going to walk out of Chicago with all the shine.
From Duke, Kentucky, weighing in at 190 pounds, Ricochet!
Well, Percy, you mentioned that Velveteen Dream is going to win this. He's going to have to earn it. I would dare say Ricochet is going to have to earn it as well. And take a look at Velveteen Dream there, just hanging out.
Velveteen Dream better not get too cavalier, better not get too relaxed, because Ricochet is here tonight. He means absolute business.
Ricochet also hasn't forgotten about teaming with Velveteen Dream, and Velveteen Dream turning his back on Ricochet several weeks ago on NXT TV.
Velveteen Dream played Ricochet. They were supposed to be working together, but that's the kind of man that Velveteen Dream is.
NXT TakeOver Chicago is presented by WWE Champions, the mobile game. Download WWE Champions now and enter code STRONGSTYLE to get a free Shinsuke Nakamura character. We talked about the endorsement from John Cena to Velveteen Dream. How about the endorsement on social media that Ricochet received from the great one, The Rock? As Ricochet and Velveteen Dream looking to electrify the crowd here at TakeOver in Chicago tonight.
Look at the wings on the back of Ricochet. I think we're going to see this man fly tonight.
Take a look at the way Velveteen Dream's getting in the ring here, taking all the time. He's going to do it at his own pace.
Think he's being cautious?
You're asking me or Nigel?
Not at all. It's mind games.
Both superstars have locked eyes and now meet face to face.
Here we go.
You can feel the anticipation, can't you? A lot on the line here. This really is a personal vendetta between these two. Both men taking digs at each other.
As they lock up, Nigel, I look to you. How equal are these two? How similar are these two superstars?
Well, I'd have to say give an athletic advantage to Ricochet, but That's with any time anybody's in the ring with this man.
Oh.
In terms of a strategy, perhaps Velveteen Dream's got the better one here. Trying to get inside the head of Ricochet.
Well, Ricochet doesn't seem too phased yet, Percy.
Nah, that wouldn't bother Ricochet. Ricochet's here to get a victory. He's not worried about the antics of Velveteen Dream.
Oh. Nigel asks you, do you believe there'll be a feeling out process between these two superstars early on?
It looks like it thus far, doesn't it? I think both men, you know, as much as they've said about each other, they are perfectly aware of what the other person is capable of.
Oh.
Simple technical exchange. Hold on to the head scissors, and as you can see, Dream, they're unable to get out.
It's smart by Ricochet trying to get Velveteen Dream frustrated early.
That's the thing about Ricochet. He really is one of the best high flyers in the business today. But it's not just that. It's his ability to do it at the right time and not make mistakes.
When you take a look at Ricochet, Nigel, you know, again, a lot of people talk about Ricochet's amazing athletic ability, but you could also argue he's technically sound in the ring.
There's no argument to be made. It's
Cover.
100%.
Near fall, first of the matchup.
I think the big umbrage that Velveteen Dream had was the name that Ricochet had for himself before he came to NXT, and perhaps the opportunities he got because of it. Interesting start to the match. Side headlock.
Cover, shoulder up, and again, Percy, I'll ask you. We already mentioned what John Cena said about Velveteen Dream. A lot of people believe that Velveteen Dream is the future of this business. What say you?
I mean, he very well may be. He has all the tools. I mean, he's as physical as they come. He looks great, and the guy can move. He can put in the work in the ring. He's got a ton of charisma.
Oh! Showcasing the power game is Velveteen Dream.
Well, probably the most important thing, Percy, is the Velveteen Dream believes in himself. You can't put a price on that.
Absolutely not. And very dangerous man, one who believes in himself. Oh!
Mexican head scissors, I've never seen that before.
And I don't think Dream has seen that he did take Ricochet off his feet.
From the Velveteen Dream, I mean.
And whoa! Coming in, pace starting to quicken, which is right where Ricochet is going to want in this matchup the pace to be. Oh!
Ricochet may have the best balance of anyone in NXT. He is like a world-class parkour competitor.
Oh! And Ricochet into the cover, rolls through. Velveteen Dream out at one. A quick go behind the size of Velveteen Dream and Ricochet. Looking to head it. Oh! And a drop kick. And the momentum starting to sway in the favor of Ricochet here in the early going.
Well, if you know one thing from those slaps, it's that Ricochet will not let Velveteen Dream get in his head.
Ooh. Right hand. And now Ricochet looking to take to the air, and Velveteen Dream had it scouted. Ricochet all the way to the floor.
Ricochet could be in trouble. That top rope across the throat, that's big trouble for Ricochet. You can't breathe. You ain't fighting.
Let's take one more look.
Velveteen Dream was able to turn things around. He saw this coming a mile away.
It was one of the few mistakes that Ricochet has made in this match so far.
You don't want to make a lot of mistakes when you're taking on someone like Velveteen Dream.
Why do you not look at the aggression now of Dream in the corner?
And Dream stomping away. Again, has stated, anything Ricochet can do, the Dream can do better. Oh.
Hey, come on. Do not touch me. I'm the Velveteen Dream.
We saw earlier Dream talking about being blessed. One thing he was blessed with was perhaps the biggest ego of anyone in NXT.
Well, his ego will only get bigger if he's able to put away Ricochet here tonight. And Dream hoisting and dropping Ricochet over the top rope. Velveteen Dream taking the time, soaking it in. And,
Look at that, that's one of Ricochet's moves.
Again, Nigel, the point was made. Anything Ricochet can do, Velveteen Dream believes he can do it better.
I think that's what Velveteen Dream is doing here. He's trying to match Ricochet for athletic ability.
But Velveteen Dream can't be too patient. He's got to continue to punish Ricochet. Can't just wait around and be cocky.
Oh, neck breaker. Dream into the cover, hooks both legs, and Ricochet out at 2.
Well, thus far, Percy, Dream has been cocky, and he's been very effective with it. Can't argue with results.
Get up, big ol' hole.
Oh! Oh, and Ricochet now trying to feed off the energy of the crowd here in Chicago. Able to sidestep. Oh! Sidestep Dream for a moment. What a back elbow from Ricochet. And Ricochet shot all the way to the floor. Velveteen Dream from behind. And again, Dream has had Ricochet scouted from the onset.
There was nothing pretty about that, but it was clearly effective.
Now he's looking again to throw, perhaps.
Whoa!
Dream going over the top, and again,
for the 3rd time in this match, that's something I have never seen Velveteen Dream do before.
But we have seen Ricochet do it in a cover, hook of the leg, and again Ricochet's right shoulder up at 2.
As it stands right now, Velveteen Dream is completely beating Ricochet at his own game. Look at this right here.
And Dream slowing down the pace. So what we've seen thus far from Velveteen Dream, Nigel, do you like this strategy to slow things down to wear down Ricochet?
How could I not like it when he's got this advantage, and we've seen relatively little from the one and only thus far in the match?
But the real big question, Percy, is at some point Ricochet is going to get going. How long can Velveteen Dream keep the one and only grounded?
Well, that is the question, but I mean, this is the smart thing to do by Velveteen Dream right now, to keep the high flyer down, not letting them get to that arsenal.
You'd have to think if you're Ricochet and you come out here for this match, this is the last thing you expect, that your opponent is going to try to beat you with athleticism. Perhaps that stunned him.
And Ricochet back to his feet. Oh, and a forearm from Velveteen Dream. Oh.
Strong boot creates a little bit of separation, but look, on the ropes, Ricochet still having trouble breathing.
Ricochet trying to refocus himself in this matchup. And a right hand, and Velveteen Dream. And Dream sent to the outside.
Ricochet trying to buy himself some time to come back to life.
Look how slow he was to follow up on that. Velveteen Dream has done an absolutely superb job in this match.
And Enziguri missing wild. And Velveteen Dream continuing to try to pick apart Ricochet. Dream charging in, Ricochet both feet up this time. Ricochet flying through with a drop kick.
You called it, Vic. It was only a matter of time before Ricochet began to turn things around here.
Well, Ricochet still trying to get out of the blocks here against Velveteen Dream. There's one way to do that, though, guys. The only way Ricochet knows how to live.
Oh, boy, here we go.
Lay it on the line.
Strong tope. Fast, aggressive.
Wait. Ricochet's not done.
Oh, man. Sticking the landing.
Now Ricochet is exactly where he wants to be, in his wheelhouse, flying.
And that pace has picked up as Ricochet answers in with a European. Ooh! What offense on display as Ricochet flies through the air to take down Dream. Into the cover, the count. Dream out at 2.
Springboard European uppercut, landed it. Let's take a look at first this dive. Tope, it was simple, but boy was it effective. Look how he lands, perfectly driving Dream into the mat.
He got all of that, and certainly, boom! Ricochet, no stranger to laying it on the line.
Ricochet going for broke, doing whatever he feels and deems necessary to take out the Velveteen Dream.
Osprey flop dive, landed it perfectly. Oh, that was a mistake.
Ricochet telegraphing a Velveteen Dream, trying to take advantage of a jumping neck breaker from Ricochet. Standing shooting star, cover. Kick out again by Dream. Left shoulder just getting up.
Hey, look, guys, this is the pace that Velveteen Dream did not want to face here against Ricochet.
Certainly looks to be in a little bit of trouble now. Take a look at his mouth, it's wide open. That means he's breathing hard.
Up goes Velveteen Dream.
They can barely stand.
Oh! To the outside, and Velveteen Dream, though, doesn't realize Ricochet on his feet. Doesn't realize Ricochet to the top rope.
Where Ricochet is most comfortable.
Oh! He's not comfortable anymore.
Not at all.
I spoke too soon.
That's just the great ring awareness and presence of Velveteen.
Certainly not the position Ricochet wants to be in at this moment. What is on the mind of the Velveteen Dream?
Perhaps putting Ricochet away as soon as possible. You can see here, he got in the lion's share of the offense early in the match, and that expends a lot of energy.
Oh! Oh, guys, Velveteen Dream certainly not gonna like when he looks up.
Time to shine.
Oh! Again, Ricochet wisely able to stay one step ahead of the Velveteen Dream.
Ricochet knew what Dream had in store for him. Elected to jump to the outside and strike himself. Well, this is bad intentions.
Wait a minute.
Oh no, he's got caught.
And Dream. Oh! Dream got all of it.
Rolling Death Valley bomb off the top. Look at the eyes. Dream felt it too, however.
Dream into the cover. Ricochet out at 2, and this match continues.
Here it is, the Death Valley bomb off the top, but look how Velveteen Dream lands as well. Wham! There was impact to both superstars, which made it took a little bit longer than usual for Dream to follow up.
Velveteen Dream crawling. Knows he might need one more impactful maneuver to put away Ricochet. Is the spotlight gonna shine the brightest on Velveteen Dream?
Oh, and again, both of these men so aware of each other's offensive moves, they're thinking 1-2 moves ahead of each other.
And wait, what's on the mind of Ricochet now?
Ricochet wants to end this thing.
Perhaps, oh no.
Oh no, Velveteen Dream.
No! Velveteen Dream will do whatever it takes, willing to sacrifice himself.
Yeah, he just suplexed Ricochet.
Incredible!
He just suplexed Ricochet all the way to the floor.
It was Ricochet perhaps who was looking for the suplex, but instead it was Dream who hoisted the one and only.
As referee has started his count. Up to 5. And Ricochet just getting in.
No way either superstar was going to let it end like that. Look at the height and the impact of this suplex from the apron.
I gotta tell you, I'm surprised that either man made it into the ring before the count of 10.
That's why these two are considered the future of NXT.
But now this is a pivotal moment in this match. Who can capitalize? Both men, considerable damage done. Could be internal injuries from a fall from that height, I don't know.
Vic, I hear you say all the time, man, this is, at this point, it's not about skill, it's about will.
And who wants it more?
Oh, missed that.
Oh! Dream connected again.
It's coming.
Dream into the cover. Ricochet out, another near fall.
And Dream scrambled to get that cover, and it still wasn't enough to put away Ricochet.
No wasted moment from Velveteen Dream either. Was that just instinct on the part of Ricochet?
Or was it perhaps Velveteen Dream playing possum, lying in wait? Both men getting up, showing fatigue. But as soon as Ricochet pounced, Velveteen Dream was there to catch him. Look at this. He was there, duck, picks him up. Beautiful Death Valley bomb, and quickly follows up and hooks the leg.
Nigel, unlike the first time, Velveteen Dream got all of that.
Eddie Ever driving all of his body weight into the chest of Ricochet.
And both men are hurt, boys. Look at this. This is about who wants it more at this point.
Ooh. Stunning right hand, dropping the Dream. Oh, Velveteen Dream answering back.
Not a lot of mustard behind these shots at this point, but you can understand why.
Yeah, I think fatigue has definitely set in.
Oh!
Body shots from both competitors. Looking to drive the wind out of the ribcage.
Imagine the damage done to both after that massive suplex to the floor from Dream to Ricochet.
This is the worst point in a match.
Oh!
There's almost nothing left in the tank.
Oh! Ricochet answering with a barrage of shots.
I believe Ricochet will fight till there's nothing left.
Rolling through. The T-Dream. Looking for that DDT. Oh! Not able to connect. Roll through from the Northern Lights. Into the suplex.
Oh!
But Ricochet's back gave out.
Too much damage done from that big super.
Oh, what a super kick from Velveteen Dream.
And a big pump kick from Ricochet. What a match!
Ricochet's digging deep. Oh!
1 for 1, and now Dream off the top gets caught. Oh, what a clothesline! And Ricochet could be moments away from putting down the Velveteen Dream.
At the back.
Oh, there's a DDT! Into the cover! Ricochet again, able to kick out at 2.5.
Rhea Hart got to go out for both these men, giving absolutely everything. The NXT Universe on their feet, but the question is, which of these great competitors can get to their feet first?
Hey guys, I don't know if you noticed, but that last kick out.
You belong in a big old hole. I'm awesome. That's the noise for a real superstar, you hear me? I am homegrown. You belong in a bingo hall. Hot dogs and handshakes for you. I'm a wrestling god. A wrestling god. Whoa.
Oh, Ricochet! Scoop it up and oh!
Death Valley bomb of his own.
We've seen Velveteen Dream do it not once, but twice. And is this now the moment? Is this the moment for Ricochet?
This might be it. Dream did too much time talking.
Ricochet all the way to the top. But
he's pausing.
Here we go. Oh! Yeah! Showtime!
Oh, look at that! That's Dream's move.
Elbow drop into the cover. Velveteen Dream kicks out.
Ricochet cannot believe it.
Pulled that out of Velveteen Dream's playbook. Purple Rainmaker elbow. But was it a mistake? Perhaps he should have gone for something he's more familiar with.
Alec, maybe what he's possibly setting up Velveteen Dream for now. That's 630 off the top.
And that elbow was impactful nonetheless. But this could be all over right here.
Talk about impactful is Velveteen Dream Maybe sensing it wisely, rolling away.
Of course he was. Wise move from Dream.
Fight or flight.
And he's making the one and only. Maybe rethink his strategy, but maybe not.
He's not gonna.
Look how far away he is. Oh my God! No!
Got the knees up on the shooting star. Velveteen Dream, cover. Ricochet kicks out again.
How the hell did Ricochet kick out of that?
What a match! Well, everyone in the arena, everyone in the NXT universe, including me, we were like, can he make this shooting star press?
Well, I can't believe where Velveteen Dream is going. Ricochet.
He's on the other side of the ring.
He's all the way across the ring, literally. Velveteen Dream. Oh, no! He went for the purple Rainmaker himself.
He would have cleared it, but Ricochet smartly got out of there.
He couldn't connect.
Dream now grabbing at the left shoulder.
The left elbow as well.
Velveteen Dream could have possibly broken his arm. I have no idea.
He's in so much pain.
Now Ricochet all the way to the top. Ricochet looking down. 630 connects. Cover.
Whoa!
Here's your winner, Ricochet.
What a match.
I gotta say, guys, I am almost speechless at the effort of both of those competitors, Velveteen Dream and Ricochet.
Absolutely incredible. Both superstars giving their all. So much on the line.
Well, Ricochet victorious tonight, but these two superstars were trying to one-up each other all night long.
Time and time again, and I mentioned it earlier in the match, the ego of Velveteen Dream. Perhaps it was the ego of Velveteen Dream that got the better of him there.
And apparently, fellas, anything Velveteen Dream can do, Ricochet can do better.
When you take a look at Ricochet, I talked to him earlier tonight. Ricochet said he is better than Velveteen Dream. He's the best, and the best is yet to come from the one and only.
Well, it was an incredible matchup, back and forth. Both men pulling out everything. It was here an attempt. Beautiful DDT to start the offense. Slow to cover. A lot of fatigue by this point in the match.
And you got to think there was not much to left to that kick out right there.
I'm a wrestling god! A wrestling god!
Well, the jaw jacking certainly didn't help out Velveteen Dream as Ricochet took advantage and started to turn things around.
And look at the distance covered here by by Ricochet. Look at this. Look at the precision for Velveteen Dream with the awareness, getting those knees up.
It wasn't the distance he traveled, it was how he landed. The knees up, and here I mentioned before, perhaps it was the ego of Velveteen Dream thinking that he could land this move, and he had enough time. There was not enough time because Ricochet moved and would follow up.
And so did the ego of Ricochet cost him, because following up was the 630 from the one and only.
Ricochet, and this is right here. This is what sealed the deal for the man, the myth, the one and only Ricochet. One more time. Take a look at this. Look at the precision and the accuracy. There was nothing Velveteen Dream could do.
So, Nigel, do you believe it was the ego of Velveteen Dream?
I would have to say in that instance it was, but perhaps it was the ego that got him to that stage in the first place. So, bottom line, both men proved something to me tonight. These guys are future superstars. They're superstars now to be reckoned with.
But tonight, the spotlight is shining down on the one and only Ricochet.
She was ready for the games, ready for UFC. She was ready for Hollywood. But is Ronda Rousey ready for Nia Jax.
6 feet tall, 272 pounds.
The irresistible force, Nia Jax. The baddest woman on the planet, Ronda Rousey. On a collision course for the championship.
Rousey, go for the armbar! Nia's tapping! If that happens Sunday, Rousey will shock the world!
Taking a ride along the Chicago River as we kick off Money in the Bank weekend here on the WWE Network by NXT TakeOver here in Chicago. And what a night we've had thus far, gentlemen.
What a night indeed, and of course it was here in Chicago 1 year ago that man, the bitter, vitriolic and vengeful Tommaso Ciampa turned on Johnny Gargano, leading to one of the most brutal conflicts in NXT history. What is going through his mind here tonight? Lord only knows.
Well, Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano, not about championships, but our next contest is. It's all about the NXT Women's Championship, as Shayna Baszler will defend against Nikki Cross. And as Nikki Cross been playing mind games, Shayna Baszler believes, and absolutely correct, Nikki Cross is crazy, but the question is, Nikki Cross, is she crazy, or does she know exactly what she's doing? Because tonight she finds herself in a match for the Women's Championship.
Oh my God, we have a new NXT Women's Champion!
You know what meant more to me than getting my hand raised in that ring?
I'm just trying to imagine the women's division under the reign of Shayna Baszler.
It was walking back in the locker room and seeing the fear in everybody's eyes. Because fear means respect.
You're gonna get smacked in the face with a hard dose of reality. And I am that reality!
Shayna Baszler, decorated mixed martial artist.
Ranked top 10 in the world, she is dangerous, malicious, she's smart and calculated.
I did it 'cause I want it, and I did it 'cause I'm good, and I did it just because I can. I did it 'cause it makes me feel so good, and I did it because the man.
People want to call it bullying. They can put whatever label they want on it. That's not what this is. This is reality. If you can't handle it, you get weeded out. The fight starts here. You train to make your body do exactly what your mind says. So if your mind breaks, your body will break even easier.
The painful pattern unfolding with the Queen of Spades.
Shayna!
Nikki Cross has seen enough!
I do it 'cause you hate me, and I do it for the ladies and with all of my good time friends.
You want to thrive on fear? What happens when there's no fear? There's only chaos.
Do it 'cause the whole damn world's gone crazy. And man, this is the end.
In a fantasy world, she just won the title.
Shayna Baszler is the NXT Women's Champion.
That was a joke. I beat someone to win this. She hasn't done that, and she's not gonna do that.
You want to bully someone, Shayna?
Maybe Nikki Cross is getting the best of her mentally.
At TakeOver, my chaos will bring me your championship. My championship.
This is my championship.
Or your championship. My championship. Or your championship.
Just to make you.
Are you serious? You seriously asking me if Nikki Cross has the possibility of taking my championship at NXT TakeOver in Chicago?
I'm going to take the NXT Women's Championship.
You know what? I'm done. I'm done with this. This is why I don't do these interviews.
Nigel, the mind breaks, but the body breaks easier. But what sort of mind does Nikki Cross have?
Who knows, maybe it's broken already.
But at the same time, Percy, I ask you this, is she crazy? Because she's in a championship match. This is what Nikki Cross wanted.
How about you ask Nikki Cross if she's crazy?
Oh, no, thank you.
Nikki Cross, she's just unpredictable. She just hops in the ring and things happen. There's no planning. There's no strategy.
Guys, but also remember, and let's not forget how Nikki Cross loves to play mind games. It was 3 weeks ago on NXT TV. Cross took Shayna Baszler's championship, walked it all the way up the ramp near you guys, and left it there for Shayna Baszler to walk and retrieve.
That's just Nikki Cross, man.
They certainly broke the mold when they made Nikki Cross. Then they shut down the factory. Gosh, Shayna Baszler, some of the best training in the world, but none of it compared her for this.
So, Nigel, would you say it's safe to say that Shayna Baszler has never met anyone as crazy as Nikki Cross?
I dare say so. She is certainly unpredictable.
Look at the eyes. Look into those eyes, Showtime.
Absolute lunacy.
She is unhinged. She's unpredictable. Some say psychotic as well. She is the challenger for the NXT Women's Championship. Held by this woman.
Shayna Baszler has been quoted as saying, when you step in the ring with me, you get smacked in the face with a hard dose of reality.
Let's see if that happens tonight. Hey, fellas, there's a little bit of irony here. The woman that has single-handedly dismantled the women's division has now found an opponent that she has no idea what to do with.
Well, that's a great point, because Shayna Baszler believes that everyone in the women's locker room fears her. But guys, does Nikki Cross even know what fear is?
I was just getting ready to say, I don't think she understands the concept of fear.
Absolutely not. Cross grew up in the rough East End of Glasgow, developing an immunity to fear and an immunity to pain as well, which she may be suffering a lot of very shortly.
Well, Shayna Baszler was worried. She's certainly not showing it in the early going, as confident as ever.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the NXT Women's Championship. Introducing the challenger, from Glasgow, Scotland, Nikki Cross. And her opponent, from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, she is the NXT Women's Champion, Shayna Baszler.
And Shayna Baszler would love to retain her NXT Women's Championship, because if she does, guys, 2 of the 4 horsewomen could be champions if Ronda Rousey can beat Nia Jax for the Raw Women's Championship tomorrow night right here on the WWE Network at Money in the Bank.
Certainly going to be a big test for Baszler. I mentioned before, she's never seen anything like Nikki Cross before. Baszler trained, of course, by the former UFC champion Josh Barnett, catch wrestling legend Billy Robinson. She's adopted the fighting stance, but look, Cross is unfazed.
Hasn't even moved.
Nikki Cross isn't even flinching. This has to be part of the mind game for her, I mean, right?
Or is it?
Do what? Oh!
What is wrong with Nikki Cross? Or perhaps, what is right with her? Because she is getting in the head of the champion right now. Look at this.
Getting the head and getting right in the face of the NXT Women's Champion.
The face of the NXT Women's Champion looks perplexed, confused.
That's one thing we never really see is the champion retreating.
Nikki Cross is baiting Shayna Baszler in. Is this what you wanted? Oh, okay.
Baszler doesn't know what to think at this point.
Oh, Cross on the back of Baszler. They're trying to take down the NXT Women's Champion.
Attempting to cut off the blood supply, the carotid artery. Doesn't have it fully attached at the moment. That's going to allow Baszler to get out like that.
But Baszler.
That's the way to get Kira through the clutch.
Baszler looking alone.
But quickly, Cross pushing her opponent back to the corner.
And Nikki Cross now, right on top of Shayna Baszler.
The frustration of Shayna Baszler clearly evident now.
Tam needs a second to figure this thing out.
And Baszler, swing and a miss. And Cross following up. And Nikki Cross, we've seen this before.
Giving Baszler a taste of her own medicine.
Nikki Cross has to be careful, however, in this situation. She gets disqualified, she can't win the championship, but she can also only win the title by pinfall or submission, and right back.
And again, jumping on from behind, not electing to try for the sleeper hold, instead just getting ahead, getting in the head of the champ.
Oh, no!
Driving the psychotic Scott into that ungiving steel on the outside.
And Shayna Baszler now peeling Nikki Cross up.
Now Baszler has that clear advantage. Let's see what she does with it.
Oh,
Lord!
Under the.
That's it!
Nikki Cross, she out and no, Cross out at two. And Nigel, I want to talk strategy for a moment. Shayna Baszler right on top, pounding down.
We may not have time to talk strategy if this continues. Absolutely devastating aggression.
We've seen Shayna Baszler able to exploit body parts in the past. She did it to Ember Moon. She did it to Dakota Kai. Look what she's doing.
Is that leg cross free?
Nikki Cross.
Covering the mouth of Cross, making it difficult to breathe. That's an illegal hold in MMA.
Oh, and now just grinding away on the face of Nikki Cross.
Again, attempting to suffocate an opponent.
Well, is Nikki Cross smiling? I mean, Nikki Cross said that there's nothing Shayna can do to her that she won't enjoy, guys. It's the definition of crazy.
Definition of masochism.
And again, Baszler right on top. Is trying to bend away the body of Nikki Cross.
There's a variation of a chin bar on Cross. And now Baszler starting to enjoy her work.
Oh, Nikki Cross. Oh, what a forearm. And Baszler, another knee.
Again with that knee strike.
I mean, how many of those knee lifts can Nikki Cross take? I mean, directly to the jaw.
Oh, Lord. Look at what? A smile on the face, a cry from the Banshee.
How is Nikki Cross coming back for more?
Oh, catches the knee.
Oh, boy.
Oh, Cross. Look at the champion.
And a scream before the strike, a second one.
And Cross,
Get through the clutch.
wasn't able to lock it in, and Nikki Cross belly to back.
Baszler didn't have time to drop to her back. And Cross was there with a belly-to-back suplex.
Nikki Cross, I think, just slapped herself. Trying to maybe psych herself back up into this matchup. The NXT Women's Championship on the line. And Cross right in on the champion.
Cross comes to life.
Unloading on the champ.
Absolutely electric.
In Nikki Cross's fantasy world, she believes she's already been champion for about 3 weeks and could be closing in on making that fantasy a reality here in Chicago. And Nikki Cross has to be careful she doesn't get disqualified.
2, 3.
But
Referee right on top.
Baszler is clearly stunned and she's hurt. She's in trouble. I'm not sure if I've ever seen Baszler in such trouble.
Well, have you ever seen anyone get under Shayna Baszler's skin like Nikki Cross has?
Never.
Cross to the top. High crossbody. Cover.
This could be it.
Baszler out at 2. Near fall, and Nikki Cross almost became NXT Women's Champion.
Cross slapping herself in the head.
She does all of this with a smile on her face.
Oh, reverse DDT position. Oh, slop drop.
Baszler laid out. Then Cross
tries to take advantage quickly. Hooks the leg.
Baszler continues to fight.
Head from a different angle.
Look at this impact here in the hardest part of the ring.
Shayna Baszler as Nikki Cross. Cross, you know, enjoying what she's doing, and Cross, getting countered, and another knee under the jaw. The champion to retain, and Nikki Cross.
Another strong knee strike from Baszler, and the trouble with Baszler, when most of your offense involves inflicting pain, what do you do when your opponent enjoys pain and wants more of it?
That's a great question, Nigel.
I have no idea what to say to that. I'm just still trying to figure out how Nikki Cross is able to fight through all
Whoa.
Got the turn through the clutch.
And
The body scissors.
And Cross wisely able to use her environment to help her out. And now, high impact. Is this enough for a new champion? And Baszler's left foot on the bottom rope.
Great presence from the champion to know where she was at all times. Knowing that bottom rope was close enough to put her left leg upon, causing the break.
Oh, the rage, the intensity coming out now even more in the challenger. Nikki Cross just dragging.
Hold on a second,
Crucifix. Crucifix pin.
Goes through.
Wait a minute.
She's got it.
Here we go. Baszler reverses.
In the center.
It's going to be all over right here.
And Shayna able to lock her feet.
As the body scissors, but look how she's pushing away. Hand to the back of the neck. More pressure.
This is what Baszler's been looking for right here.
Is Nikki Cross going to tap out center of the ring?
This is Baszler's most devastating hold.
Baszler has put everyone down with this hold. And
Cross does not have a choice.
Continuing to fight. And look at the eyes of the champion.
Desperation on the face of Cross, trying to figure out what she can do here.
Cross trying to feed off the energy. She's reaching out a long way away from the bottom rope.
What must be going through the mind of Nikki Cross now? She has to know she's in trouble. She has to know she's in danger.
Wait.
She what? She's smiling?
Well, Baszler trying to put down Nikki Cross, and Cross is fading. The smile is fading from the face.
She'd rather go to sleep than tap.
Here's your winner, and still NXT Women's Champion, Shayna Baszler.
Nikki Cross always says she's willing to go to unbelievable lengths for victories, not worried about her own body. And tonight, she didn't tap out, Nigel.
Well, that's right. One thing she wasn't willing to do was to tap out to the champion, Shayna Baszler. But what an incredible match. Shayna Baszler, she looked stunned at the beginning of this match, didn't know what to do with Nikki Cross, but she dug deep and she stuck with her game plan, and she came on and out on top as the champion. Still holding that title triumphantly. Here it was, she would take unbelievable impact, swinging neck breaker. But look at the presence of Baszler to know that bottom rope was there to save that pinfall attempt.
Nikki Cross, not to be outdone, looked for another pinfall attempt, but Shayna Baszler able to counter.
Turn this around right into the tail through the clutch. And this is pretty much all she wrote for Nikki Cross. Nikki Cross not willing to tap out. She'd rather go to sleep by Shayna Baszler.
Perhaps,
look at the face of a champion.
Absolutely, perhaps Cross knew that she'd taken the champion to the limit. But be that as it may, there is no doubt this is a defining career victory win for Shayna Baszler. She had a tough time against Nikki Cross, had never had an opponent like this before, and she came through with flying colors.
And Shayna Baszler continues to have that tight hold on the NXT Women's Division and also the NXT Women's Championship.
Is Nikki Cross still smiling?
Time for reality! Time for reality! Time for reality!
You're listening to Painless by Fozzy, an NXT Lounge theme song for NXT TakeOver Chicago. It's available now on iTunes and Spotify.
Oh, fellas, look who's here. There he is. If he had it his way, it'd be called NX3 TakeOver Chicago. I know EC3 can't wait to see the NXT title match. Whoever wins, you better believe he'll have his eye on the prize.
We saw EC3 on the pre-show earlier tonight.
Another man with his eyes on the prize, the former WWN champion, the limitless Keith Lee. He will have a special interest in the match coming up next.
Well, speaking of championships, coming up next, it's about the NXT Championship as Aleister Black defends the title against Lars Sullivan. And Sullivan essentially inserted himself into the title picture by brute force, laying waste to any superstar who put their names in the hat for the championship opportunity. But for Aleister Black, is he able to land his most potent weapon tonight? That being Black Mass.
This path has always led one way.
Oh my God! Black Mass! Knocking out opponent after opponent. Aleister Black's strongest weapon, without a doubt, the Black Mass.
I only need one shot to make my opponents fade to black.
Oh! Black Mass! He hit it! He hit it! That's it!
New NXT champion! I only need one shot to make my opponent fade to black.
Sullivan catches Black Mass!
I don't believe it!
And there's the freak accident!
Aleister, you've never faced anyone like me.
Lars Sullivan!
Absolute monstrous individual.
The guy's an absolute freak.
There is nobody like me.
6'3", 300 pounds.
A one-man wrecking ball!
I am gonna take everything that you've worked your entire life for.
Lars Sullivan caught the one strike that I've used to knock all my opponents down, but he will feel the full force of the Black Mass and take over Chicago.
Lars Sullivan and Aleister Black coming to blows in the ring! Oh my God! Aleister Black is at the mercy of Lars Sullivan! Then at another freak accident! Things do not bode well for the NXT Championship reign of Aleister Black! 3 in a row!
This is your reality in Chicago.
Lars Sullivan has been on a rampage, and the path of destruction he's on could lead him to the top of the Rocky Mountain in NXT tonight.
Harks back to a bygone era of carnivals and freak shows. Reminiscent perhaps of a Maurice Tillet, the French Angel, who had the same life-changing acromelogy as a child.
I want to ask both you guys, as both of you have seen Lars Sullivan more than I have. Lars stated Aleister Black has never been challenged by anyone like him. Do you guys agree?
100%. I mean, this freak has just ran through people from Cassius Ohno, No Way Jose, Velveteen Dream, and Ricochet, and even the champ himself. I mean, this guy is just freakishly relentless and brutal.
Absolutely. Black said, I only need one shot to make my opponent fade to black. Lars Sullivan made him a liar. Catching, not just blocking, catching the Black Mass spinning heel kick and emasculating the NXT champion.
So Nigel, I gotta ask you, do you believe the Black Mass can put down Lars?
Oh, I wouldn't dare to guess. The bigger question is, can he hit the Black Mass spinning heel kick? Certainly not when Lars is at 100%. We've seen that.
On this past Wednesday on NXT TV, it was Lars Sullivan who is standing tall over a fallen Black. Will that be the result tonight? Aleister Black said the devil on his back is now the devil around his waist.
Well, now he faces a humongous devil in the form of Lars Sullivan. It's not often that you see a champion come out here to be considered an underdog. And I would have to say that exactly what Aleister Black is when he faces Lars Sullivan.
A lot of people in the NXT universe would agree with you, but Percy, what say you?
I think Aleister Black is climbing an uphill battle, but Sullivan did say he's going to take everything Black has worked his entire life for.
That being obviously the prestigious NXT title around Black's waist. Has defended it with pride. He is the 13th NXT champion. Will it be a lucky title defense for Aleister Black tonight?
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the NXT Championship. Introducing the challenger from the Rocky Mountains, weighing in at 303 pounds, Lars Sullivan. And his opponent, from Amsterdam, Holland, weighing in at 215 pounds, he is the NXT champion, Aleister Black.
The eyes of the champion boring into his opponent.
You know, Nigel, I want to ask you about strategy in this championship match because it feels that Lars Sullivan is the reality that Aleister Black may not be able to figure out. So how does Black retain his title tonight here in Chicago?
Well, really, obviously, it comes down to the Black Mass spinning heel kick. or perhaps, if he's got something else, a plan B. But if I'm Aleister Black, that's what I'm doing. I'm attempting to hit that. The question is, we've seen with Sullivan at 100%, he can catch that hold. So Black's going to have to wear down Lars Sullivan.
That's the key. It's one thing at a time. Aleister Black is undefeated in singles action, but that could all change by the end of the night.
That's not what it's going to take for me.
And Black seemed unfazed by that stare down with Lars Sullivan. But now Sullivan picking up. No! He was looking for freak action. The Black man's got caught
again.
It got caught
again.
Oh my God! Here he is. He's got to tear the big man down piece by piece.
Yeah, he's got to tear. He's got to stick. He's got to move. He's got to hit.
And look how quickly Aleister Black moves. It's very rarely we see Black move this quickly early in a match.
Aleister charging, landing on his feet, and the NXT champion. Oh! That's one way to take Lars Sullivan off his feet. And Aleister right back in, and
man,
a clubbing blow in a second. Look at these haymakers being thrown by Lars Sullivan.
Black trying to get his hands up to protect himself there.
What at the end of the jaw? Sullivan's right to retain the title, and Sullivan out in one.
Just the one, yeah. You have to admire Aleister Black. That Black Mass spinning heel kick was caught. Hold on a second. Here from the attack. Knees from Black. And as I was saying earlier, you have to admire. As we take another look, strong knee strike from Aleister Black. This is part of Aleister Black not being fazed by the fact.
He's a champ. He's a champ for a reason, but Aleister Black needs to find a way to deal with and endure the physicality, the size, and intelligence of Lars.
But Sullivan grabbing Black and just tossing the champion.
Aleister Black had his biggest move, the spinning heel kick, caught by Lars Sullivan, and he was not fazed, not one bit.
Look at this!
This time Sullivan catching the right hand by Aleister Black. And now the power of Sullivan on display.
He just run right through it?
And Lars Sullivan ran through the NXT champion.
Well, in the last few recent weeks here on NXT, the way that Sullivan has just dominated the champion, you would think perhaps Black would come out here angry. And that has to be the biggest mistake he could make.
And Sullivan, shoulder first.
Going to take some of the starch out of Sullivan a little bit. But just look at the size difference between these two people on the screen.
Hey, Lars Sullivan is built like no other person on the roster, period.
Okay, Brian.
Oh, my goodness.
He caught it.
He caught Aleister Black. And
Lars Sullivan caught Aleister Black with one arm.
That is just power that the champ has never had to deal and contend with.
Well, now if you're Aleister Black, look at this. Beautiful Cape Rider off the middle rope. He got caught like a child and ran into the apron. And if you're Aleister Black, you've got to be thinking, what on earth do I do now?
And Lars Sullivan just, stalking the NXT champion. Sullivan covered. And Aleister Black. Left shoulder out at 2. It's not often anyone has questioned the ability of Aleister Black.
The size of his arms just coming across the face of the champion.
But Aleister Black has never been tested like he is here tonight.
A clubbing forearm across the jaw, half left. Just the 2 count.
Near fall for Aleister Black. He was able to get his shoulder up at 2. And now Lars Sullivan just leaning across, wearing down Aleister Black.
Looking to sap some energy out of Aleister Black, and of course, every time Lars Sullivan pins Black, that's more energy, forcing him to kick out.
Look at the size of Sullivan's arms wrapped around Aleister Black.
I mean, Lars Sullivan really is, in my opinion, in sports entertainment, he is the perfect storm. Look at the size and how he moves. And let's not forget the intelligence that this man has.
Look at Black's face, red like a beetroot. That's a lot of pressure. Applying
That's
pressure
a
to
lot of
the
weight on the back of the NXT champion as Sullivan continuing to squeeze.
Oh, my
Aleister
Lord.
Black in the center of the ring. We all know there's going to be no quit in the NXT champion as Aleister Black making his way back to his feet. Black trying to figure out the problem that is Lars Sullivan. Oh!
Desperately trying to fight out, but every 3 shots of Black, it takes 1 from Sullivan to equal things.
Oh my! And more of that strength on display. Hey, wait a minute. Aleister doesn't have enough.
No.
And Sullivan.
Too big.
Let's wrap it up. Picking up and now playing the NXT champion for the title. And Black out at 2. Lars Sullivan, if you guys agree or not, has dominated Aleister Black every time they've crossed paths.
What's there to argue, man? Jeez.
Fellas, I'm starting to get the feeling that it's only a matter of time now.
Nothing. Come on.
He's beckoning the champion on.
Oh, look at how ineffective the shots are from the champ.
And it's Black trying to put together a little bit of offense.
Very little effect from those forearms.
Oh, and no! Title on the line! And the champion kicks out once again.
2 and 7/8.
Can you imagine Lars Sullivan with the NXT title? Who could test him? Who could stand up to him?
I can't imagine that, but I also can't imagine being planted like that.
The ring IQ of Lars Sullivan to know that Black was coming and stop his momentum. Oh no.
Aleister Black is in trouble. Oh wait!
And
Black not in trouble, perhaps lying in wait. This perhaps the biggest mistake Sullivan has made thus far in the match.
Oh, mistake or no mistake, Lars Sullivan knows he needs to lay it all on the line tonight to capture the NXT title, but Black knows he needs to lay it all on the line tonight to retain his crown.
Sullivan went somewhere he was not comfortable. Not sure if he needed to do it. Now he's in a very precarious position. As is Black. Look at that.
What a lariat from Lars.
Bowling shoe ugly right upside the jaw. Down goes Black.
And Sullivan again climbing all the way to the top. Sullivan looking for the NXT title. And the left knee got up from Aleister Black.
But there was so much mass coming down from the top rope that had to damage the knee.
What about the knee?
You saw Black just shaking it out. I think he might have injured himself as well.
Aleister Black, Lars Sullivan. Sullivan.
Take a look at Lars coming from the top rope, trying to go for it. Black gets that knee up and catches the big man right on the jaw.
Sullivan's only concern was landing off the top, not what was there when he landed. Now the advantage perhaps coming back to the champion.
We just saw a little bit of hitch in Aleister Black on a kick on that left knee, to your point, Nigel, what you said moments ago. And Aleister Black trying to knock down Lars Sullivan.
And the fury.
Here we go.
Leg
Big
swing.
man's down. Black follows up.
He's got it.
Here we go.
Adrenaline coursing through the knee now. Little limp, but here we go.
And the NXT champion feeling it from this NXT TakeOver crowd in Chicago. Black takes out air to retain his title. Sullivan out at 2.
And a champion back on his feet.
But if you're Aleister Black, you got to be thinking positively now. Momentum's back in your favor.
100%, you must not stop.
Yeah, he's got the big man down finally. This is a big opportunity right here for Aleister Black.
Looking for Black Mass.
Oh, yeah.
And Sullivan grabbing at the left foot.
Sullivan knew it was coming. Dumps the chair.
Sullivan down to the left knee.
To the injured knee. What a smart move.
And, oh, right foot that time, and Aleister Black. Oh,
oh no.
Again, the left leg of Aleister Black.
Again, pain. Oh, horse collar. There's the horse collar in the center.
Oh my God.
Genius play.
Aleister Black, is he gonna tap out? NXT Championship on the line. And Lars Sullivan hooks the hands for a moment, bending Black in the center of the ring.
This could not only cost Aleister Black the championship, but this could ruin his career.
The cruciate ligaments of the damaged right knee, the left knee. And of course, trying to weaken that leg.
And again, but that time Lars Sullivan sat down.
Wait.
Reverses, shoulders down. Oh. Lars kicking out at 2, had to relinquish the hold. And now Lars Sullivan right back on top.
Black can barely stand, here we go!
Looking for a freak accident, into a DDT.
And now Sullivan stunned.
It's a hell of a counter by the champion.
This man is human after all.
Both superstars down. NXT Championship on the line.
Let's keep in mind how much damage that left knee has been taken from the champion now.
And Lars Sullivan rolling to the outside.
What is Sullivan doing out there? It's not his strong point. Perhaps he's got something in mind, yes.
Ooh.
Oh my,
man.
You hear that?
What a clubbing right forearm. And Aleister Black now just dragging the body of Aleister Black.
Black desperately trying to find an advantage.
Where is Aleister Black getting this from?
Just the drive and determination of being champion.
Lars Sullivan just laying waste to Aleister Black. And now Sullivan quickly shoving the champion back into the center of the ring.
But can Sullivan capitalize?
Once again, Sullivan.
Oh, he got it that
we
time.
have a new NXT champion here in Chicago. Black kicks out.
That's the heart of a champion right there.
Aleister Black proving something to me and everyone in the NXT universe.
Black has taken everything the big man can throw at him.
Yeah, including this, Percy.
Look at this. Bam!
Power slam on the apron and then this diving headbutt. 320 pounds behind it. Black prone, in trouble.
Whoa!
Oh, beautiful evasion.
But the knee of Aleister Black. And Black Mass, cover to retain, and Lars Sullivan kicked out at 2.
Didn't
Lars
get all of
Sullivan
it.
just kicked out a Black Mass.
Sullivan was blind with the injured knee. Did not make the full connection.
Sullivan had nothing
was
left.
so hard that he went down anyway.
But
he can barely stand.
Lars Sullivan, I don't think Aleister Black got all of Black Mass.
But he is up first, which means if he can hit it again.
And,
no!
Sullivan
caught it!
Oh my!
Down goes the champion!
Black catching a clothesline. And now Lars Sullivan looking to capture the NXT title. Was looking for freak accident.
Back to that jaw!
Knee under the jaw. Black Mass!
Got him! What? No
I cannot believe this!
Sullivan!
He's just shaking it off!
I take it back!
Cover!
Good night!
Black retains the NXT title.
Your winner, and still NXT champion, Aleister Black.
What an incredible match! What an incredible title defense, and what a test for Aleister Black.
Well, he certainly passed the test tonight, Nigel, as Aleister Black finally able to connect with Black Mass and retain his NXT championship.
Connecting with the jaw of Lars Sullivan. My God, it took 2 Black Mass spinning heel kicks to take Sullivan down.
We talking about getting pushed to and beyond your limits. That was a match right there. Lars Sullivan took the champion to a different realm. But the champ was able to stick in there and retain his championship. I thought it was all over here.
Right to the bottom end, catching the Black Mass spinning heel kick, following up with a strong lariat. And then look at the face, the determination. Oh, the final Black Mass spinning heel kick, taking down the challenger. Different angle to the temple, down goes Sullivan.
And Aleister Black retains his NXT championship as his reign continues here in NXT. And that devil on his back is still the devil in his right hand.
They battled at WrestleMania.
The dream match. Nakamura and Styles.
And the greatest Royal Rumble.
They're two of the preeminent in-ring performers of the generation.
But is this rivalry ready
A brutal altercation between Styles and Nakamura.
for its next chapter? AJ Styles, Shinsuke Nakamura. A last man standing match for the WWE Championship.
This rivalry is going to a whole new level.
Who will stand tall and walk out of Money in the Bank as WWE Champion? WWE Money in the Bank. Streaming live tomorrow night on WWE Network.
We are listening to Uncomfortable by Hailstorm, an NXT Loud theme song for NXT TakeOver Chicago. It's available July 27th on iTunes and Spotify.
And you're taking a look at downtown Chicago, nearly 11,000 WWE members of the universe inside the Allstate Arena as we kick off Money in the Bank weekend with NXT TakeOver Chicago.
And guys, it has been an unbelievable night so far here in Chi-Town, but immediately after TakeOver, go to Triple H's Facebook page and hear from the creator of NXT and get his thoughts on how it all went down tonight in the Windy City for TakeOver Chicago.
I cannot wait to hear what the game has to say. What a night it's been. Velveteen Dream, Ricochet tearing the roof off the place, as we just saw the champion surviving the onslaught of Lars Sullivan.
But guys, it's now time for the street fight, a rivalry that began last year right here in Chicago. And for Johnny Gargano, he arrives this year at TakeOver with one thing on his mind: to destroy his former best friend, Tommaso Ciampa. And when you take a look at everything, could Johnny Gargano be risking his career based on the damage caused by Ciampa since TakeOver New Orleans? But for Gargano, is tonight about proving who's better, or is it about inflicting pain where essentially everything is legal?
If Johnny Wrestling loses,
Gargano is furious.
Johnny Wrestling is gone for good.
Finally have my moment. Who do you hate more than a friend who stabs you in the back?
And with the bell, this unsanctioned match begins.
You're selfish.
He is one of the most dangerous
I am
superstars.
scared for Johnny Gargano right now. This is my moment.
Gargano going for the fight of his life here against Tommaso Ciampa.
Tommaso Ciampa has taken over.
How is Gargano staying alive in this match?
Gargano has the clutch in his possession.
Why'd he stop?
Why is he stopping?
Oh!
FTF with the brakes. There's the tap.
Johnny Gargano's back!
And Johnny Gargano now will get to celebrate with his loving crowd behind them.
Take over New Orleans. I remembered exactly who Johnny Wrestling is. And I was ready to move forward.
For too long, I was defined by 2 words. Tommaso Ciampa.
My dream, since day one, is to be the NXT champion.
Aleister Black, I am challenging you.
And I knew, once I beat you, I could do it. I was leaving Full Sail as the new NXT champion.
Oh my God! What the hell? Tommaso Ciampa brutally attacking Johnny Gargano!
Maybe in your fairy tale world, you actually believed I wasn't coming back.
Oh my God!
Tommaso Ciampa had different plans.
Someone needs to stop this madman!
Just like in Chicago.
Johnny Wrestling is gone. I win.
While my husband's future may be uncertain, you will know that Johnny Gargano was better than you.
But you know that that boy you call a husband isn't half the man that I am.
You made me.
You put her in harm's way. You live with that.
This thing was personal since day one. But you brought Candice into this?
A street fight? I'm done with this. I'm done.
This is a signed contract for Johnny Gargano versus Tommaso Ciampa 2 in a street fight.
Take over Chicago, going back to where this thing first started.
We're not confined by that wrestling ring, Johnny Wrestling.
I'm not coming to Chicago to wrestle. I'm coming to beat the hell out of you.
Johnny Gargano may have won the battle, but I will always win the war. Tell mom, tell dad, tell wife, tell them all to stay home. Things are gonna get ugly.
Last time we were in Chicago, I left in an ambulance. And I'm gonna make sure you leave the same exact way.
Kick his ass. The following contest is a Chicago street fight where anything goes. The only way to win is by pinfall or submission. Making his way to the ring from Cleveland, Ohio, weighing in at 199 pounds, Johnny Gargano.
Well, of course, that crutch, a symbolic thing in the hands of Johnny Gargano. It was Tommaso Ciampa who returned from a knee injury with that crutch and used it to attack Johnny Gargano every opportunity he got.
And Johnny Gargano has been thinking about NXT TakeOver Chicago last year. It's been 392 days, and trust me, guys, I can tell you now 1 day has gone by. Johnny hasn't thought about that night.
And it's hard to imagine a friendship turning so sour like the one between Gargano and Ciampa, man. You close to both of those guys.
Well, I am, and I consider both friends. Johnny, one of my best friends, and it has been hard over the last year to see what Johnny has had to go through. And I know Mauro Ranallo would love to be here. Mauro on assignment covering Showtime, and I'm here this week, but Mauro Ranallo will return in 2 weeks. But
and his opponent from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, weighing in at 210 pounds, Tommaso Ciampa.
Well, Tommaso Ciampa bringing his own crutch. Everything is legal tonight. Given what we've seen of these two men before, what are they capable of tonight?
And Gargano rings out for blood tonight as he gets right on top of Tommaso Ciampa.
Well, Ciampa's shirt there. Ciampa takes over Chicago. That's his game plan.
It's all about hashtag Chicago Street Fight. And Gargano measuring Ciampa.
Cannonball senton.
The definition of pain, physical or mental stress. Gargano wants to put Ciampa through both here this evening. Whoa, guys!
Whoa!
Percy! Jeez. Again, the physicality, it can go anywhere. It's a Chicago street fight. And Gargano and Ciampa are battling through the crowd. Right back on top of Tommaso Ciampa again. Pinfall or submission has to take place inside the ring, but everything else is legal. Including that stop sign, Percy. Gargano wearing out Tommaso Ciampa.
Nigel, you okay?
Just about, my lord. That speaks to just how dangerous this match is.
Well, this rivalry has been taken to another level here tonight.
Johnny Gargano is not going to show any mercy tonight. He's not going to make that mistake this time.
Take your eyes off your opponent for 1 second. That's what happens.
Ciampa feeling the effects of this Chicago street fight early on. And Ciampa. Whoa! Gargano just flying!
Gargano's got nothing less to lose. He is the most dangerous man on the planet when it comes to Tommaso Ciampa. Take a look at this. Johnny Gargano sacrificing life and limb to take it to Ciampa.
Emotion makes you do crazy things. Leaping nearly 15 feet through the air.
And
so much. The bitter, vitriolic. I'm being very careful.
Gargano, that intense stare right through Tommaso Ciampa. Now,
hold on.
Well, Gargano, again, everything legal here in this Chicago street fight.
Well, the history between these two men, the bitterness, the vitriolic. Both these men despise each other.
You gotta think this man's wife got hurt because of Tommaso Ciampa. He's not holding anything back.
Tommaso. Oh! And And Gargano landing high. And just like that, as Gargano trying to shake some feeling into his left hand, is now Tommaso. Stomping away.
Let's not forget, we just saw an evidence there how dangerous Tommaso Ciampa is. Everything that he's done to Johnny Gargano.
And Gargano. And Ciampa holding
Still got the hold on.
Ciampa looking for retribution, refusing to release the hold. That's two.
You can see Johnny starting to grab, and let's not forget the neck injury of Johnny Gargano. A cause for concern was in a neck brace not long ago from an unprovoked attack from Tommaso Ciampa.
A third one.
You gotta think a man can only take so much of that.
Ciampa, sick pleasure on his face, is looking again. Johnny reached out trying to find anything. Number one worldwide trend right now on Twitter. Hashtag NXT TakeOver. And for good reason. Gargano said he's willing to destroy himself to destroy his former best friend.
Gargano taking flight to stop his former best friend and tag team partner, Tommaso Ciampa.
I don't think there's anything that Johnny Gargano will not do against Tommaso Ciampa.
As it was a year ago here in Chicago, I don't believe anyone saw this coming. The hatred between these two former tag team partners boiling over into what it has become over the last, as I mentioned, 392 days.
And you gotta think of how much has been pent up inside of Johnny Gargano since
then.
Well, what about everything that's been pent up for Tommaso Ciampa? We talk about the emotion of Johnny Gargano with Ciampa, just the vitriolic, the emotion that Ciampa has gone through over the last year. And has turned that all into the physical aggression against Johnny Gargano.
All that is Tommaso Ciampa's fault. All he had to do was be a partner, stay in DIY with his boy, and don't tell him where they will be right now.
Tommaso said he broke Johnny's heart, his mind, his spirit. Tonight, he was going to break the body of Johnny Gargano. Tommaso rearranging the steps, and of course, bad intentions in his eyes. And now it's Tommaso Ciampa going under the ring.
A look of glee on the face of Tommaso Ciampa. But Gargano barely able to stand.
And Ciampa, look at Johnny right in the face, staring him right in the eyes.
Driving the chair to the midsection.
No, come on. Remember Johnny's neck. Remember the injured neck of Johnny Gargano. We're just 4 weeks ago, we thought he was going to walk away.
Gargano has suffered a neck injury in the past. And this is not going to happen.
You think Ciampa cares?
Oh my!
Absolutely no remorse from Tommaso Ciampa. I'm a little afraid this might be difficult to watch. Driving the chair underneath the jaw to the larynx.
See the trembling in the hands of Johnny Gargano? That's nerve damage.
And again. To the spine.
Tommaso Ciampa dealing out the punishment that in his mind he feels Johnny Gargano deserves.
Makes no sense. What are you talking about? He ruined his life. Destroyed. This man was fired, fought his way back.
I said in Ciampa's mind.
The Ciampa again. Oh! Focusing on the neck of Johnny Gargano.
Oh no, come on. Come on! And whether you like it or not, it has been a great game plan.
Like it or not, it's all legal in this Chicago street fight. Anything goes, but pinfall or submission has to happen inside the ring.
Take a look at the impact of this crash.
Oh, come on.
The ear, the neck.
And back in the ring is where Ciampa sends his former friend.
Ciampa driving that t-shirt into the mouth of Gargano.
I mean, guys, seeing all this brutality, it makes me wonder how far are these two willing to go to get rid of each other?
I said before, there's nothing these men will not do.
Well, there's no doubt who the NXT Universe is behind in this street fight. Is Ciampa just pulling up Gargano. And, oh! This is right in the wheelhouse of Tommaso Ciampa. Oh!
Physical, aggressive, vengeful style.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh! And Ciampa, oh! Face first! The bridge of the nose!
More damage to the injured neck. Notice how Tommaso Ciampa is not electing to try for a pinfall attempt. He wants to enact more punishment.
Well, that's how personal this has gotten, Nigel. These two want to end each other.
Oh no. Oh no.
If he gets those on Johnny Gargano, Johnny Gargano is in huge trouble. He won't be able to move. Ciampa can just do whatever he wants.
Ciampa.
No way he'll be able to defend himself.
Ciampa looking to handcuff
He's got
Johnny
one on.
Gargano. Oh, Gargano starting to fight back with everything Johnny's got left. And, oh! And Gargano able to muster up some energy, continuing to hold himself up. And now Johnny spear!
But look, he grabbed immediately to his neck. There's been a lot of damage done now.
Johnny Gargano is just living on emotion.
And adrenaline does crazy things to a man. As Gargano unloosening his belt.
Oh boy.
Oh! And anything is legal in Chicago Street Fight Fair. To the back. This incredible display of aggression. Oh!
Loaded left hand from Gargano. Nothing pretty about this match. Should say nothing pretty about this fight.
This is just straight payback, a year in the making.
Hold on!
Gargano! Super kick!
And of course, Tommaso Ciampa, his vision distracted, had no idea what was coming or when it was coming.
And to your point earlier, Nigel, Tommaso Ciampa didn't look for a pinfall. Johnny's not doing the same thing. One thing on his mind is we see that super kick inflicting as much pain to Tommaso Ciampa as Gargano possibly can. And now, Johnny, oh,
he's making eyes!
Right to the eyes!
Illegal!
Ciampa, up goes Gargano!
Whoa!
my.
Project Ciampa.
And
Knee strike.
Cover. And no! The Gargano fairy tale not over yet in Chicago. Tommaso measuring Johnny. Looking for that second time. Driving that trash can lid into the temple.
But as a former competitor, this is hard to watch.
What is going through the mind now of Tommaso Ciampa?
I think, unfortunately, Johnny Gargano's about to find out firsthand.
And Ciampa trying to hoist up Gargano.
Gargano dropping his hips, keeping his center of gravity lower.
Johnny continuing to fight free. Just relentless, repeatedly banging down on the back of Tommaso Ciampa.
And Ciampa trying to get his left hand up to protect him. He can't. Just fighting through it.
How in the
Ciampa? No! Over the steel steps. Ciampa rolling Johnny into the ring. Goes for the cover. No! Gargano kicks out again at 2.
How in the hell is Johnny Gargano finding ways to kick? How'd he get up from this? Look at this!
Airwave crash on the ring steps. No give whatsoever. Nothing but steel. These men are tearing each other apart.
Ciampa's got me wondering, what does he have to do to put Gargano away?
To Percy's point, Nigel, what does Tommaso Ciampa have to do?
I'm scared to find out.
And Ciampa just reached under the ring and... Oh, no. Nigel, come on.
This is too far.
What is he doing?
Tommaso,
Has he lost his mind?
A long time ago, Nigel.
Tommaso cutting the underpart of the ropes.
What is this?
Wait a second. That holds the mat down. And if we can pull away the canvas.
Well, what do you mean? He's pulling it away, Nigel. I mean,
I have no idea.
I know it's a street fight, but guys, when's enough?
Anything goes. Oh no, I know what he's doing.
No.
He's pulling away the softer part, exposing the hard part, the boards, where there is absolutely no give whatsoever.
Sickening sound of that steel chair.
A wave goodbye. But in a second, it could be hello to that.
The ring exposed, and we've said it earlier, we've said it a bunch of times, the intentions in the mind of Tommaso Ciampa, how far these two are willing to take this such personal, deeply rooted rivalry.
I mean, if Ciampa hits Gargano with something on this exposed wood, this could truly be the end of Johnny Gargano.
Gargano is limp, barely able to hold himself on the top rope.
Oh, is he
biting him?
Ciampa.
A taste of Gargano's ear.
Look at that sick smile on Ciampa.
That sinister look on the face of Ciampa's.
These men are willing to go to any length.
Ciampa looking to hoist up Johnny Gargano.
Total abandon. No.
Hey, Gargano. Gargano.
Ciampa's holding on for dear life.
Trying to hold on. Preventing that block.
Another super kick from Gargano.
Both these men are giving it all. Here it was, attempting to powerbomb. Look at it, electing to hit that super kick to jaw. Damage was done, but thankfully for Tommaso Ciampa, did not get driven into that unprotected wood.
The world is watching. The #1 trend in the world is NXT TakeOver.
How could it not be with a main event like this? This display of brutality.
And Gargano answering back. Trifecta of lefts. And oh! And Enziguri by Gargano. Ciampa rocked. Oh! And oh! And Gargano. Oh! Superstars. Gargano goes to the pin. Cover. Let's go. Ciampa left shoulder just getting up.
Both men were down.
Talking about as close as it comes. That was 2 9/10 right there. I think Ciampa was out. The ref slapping the man, I think, woke him up.
Gargano just fell on top of Ciampa.
Well, you saw Johnny's eyes. I don't even believe Johnny knew that he was in any sort of pinning predicament. I didn't believe he knows that he was on top of Tommaso Ciampa. Look at the welts on the back of Ciampa. The physical toll that this street fight has taken out of both superstars.
The physical toll that this entire rivalry has taken out.
Oh,
come on! Enough is enough!
And Gargano again grabbing at his neck. But take a look.
Look at this, Gargano getting stopped, getting pulled out of midair. Watch this, listen to this impact.
Absolutely incredible. I don't have the words for it.
No.
Oh! The right knee right in to the steel steps, and that was the right knee, the surgically repaired knee of Tommaso Ciampa that he injured last year here in Chicago. And Ciampa feeling the effects. It looks as if he's trying to loosen up his knee brace a little bit.
I mean, when you go knee first into the steel stairs there.
But second guessing.
Gargano.
Wait a minute, Gargano right onto the knee. Sensing it, realizing it, and now trying to pick it apart.
Ciampa saw Gargano coming in and...
Oh, no! Gargano found the weakness.
And Gargano!
Ciampa's doing his best to try to get the brace back on. Gargano will not have it. He is destroying that knee. The fury of Johnny Gargano will not be stopped.
And Tommaso, oh no! Gargano right in to the trash can, and now,
oh no!
Ciampa has the Gargano escape. Locked on Johnny Gargano. Oh, is Johnny gonna tap out?
Ciampa driving with his hips, but at this point, this is about survival.
And don't forget the injured neck of Johnny Gargano. As you see the strain in Gargano's left shoulder, and is Johnny fading? Is Gargano fading in this street fight?
How much of a slap in the face is this?
Wait a second. Gargano grabs the crutch. Ciampa saw it. What great defense.
Ciampa trying to bend that crutch into the face. Gargano doing everything he can to fight. But Ciampa to the neck and the back.
Oh my, come on! Gargano is spent. He is out. And now finally Ciampa able to reattach the knee brace. Well, Ciampa said to Johnny Gargano, tell your family to stay at home. If they're watching, and they want to stop watching right now.
Oh! Tommaso Ciampa again looking down at, what did you call it, the symbolic crutch?
There may be nothing symbolic about what he wants to do to Johnny Gargano. No!
No! Right to the neck. Is this it? Gargano kicking out at 2.
I'm telling you, Johnny Gargano is as tough and as resilient as they come. Look at this, Tommaso Ciampa didn't waste time. Right to the back of the neck.
He may be tough, Percy, but is he smart? At this point, perhaps he needs to think about his future, think about his wife, think about his family.
Nigel, at what point does maybe the referee stop in to save Johnny Gargano from himself? You know he's not going to quit. You know Gargano's not going to stop.
Well, absolutely, there is no way if there's breath in his body. A look of total disdain and hatred on the face of Tommaso Ciampa. And that's what drives men to these lengths. They go down so deep to dark places of the soul that even they never knew they could go before.
You hear me? Johnny, don't get up. You don't have to deal with this. We were like brothers. You and me. Best friend, man. We traveled the world together. You were my family. You did this to yourself. Now, you say, bye Chicago. You say, bye Candace. You say, bye-bye to your dumb career.
No! That certainly looks eerily familiar, guys. From last year in Chicago, that's what started all of this. And Joe Ciampa following in with that injured knee.
Ciampa just doesn't care.
It's not enough! You don't know! They don't know! I know! It's not enough!
How can it not be enough?
A win is enough. Going to be enough.
Johnny, don't get up.
What does Ciampa have in mind?
The same thing he had 1 year ago to end Johnny Wrestling. This is what Ciampa has dreamed about for a year and counting.
Oh, he's come on now.
Taking off Gargano's wedding ring.
Oh, how
that's disgusting.
How low can Ciampa
Wait a minute!
get? No! Give it to him, okay!
Let's go. We need help. We need help.
Look at this. Look at the height. Gargano taking out himself to take out Tommaso Ciampa.
Well, the impact here from a different angle.
Nigel, it's hard to watch.
But Tommaso Ciampa, as we take one more look from a different angle, Tommaso Ciampa took things too far, taking the wedding ring off the finger of Johnny Gargano, spitting on it and throwing it.
You gotta think, as much as Gargano's been through the past year, for him, that fall, it was worth it.
Hey, stretch us here. Backward right here.
What has Johnny Gargano got to be thinking now? As he looks down and is beaten.
He's thinking he wants Tommaso Ciampa to leave in the stretcher and leave in an ambulance the same way he did a year ago. That's what he's thinking.
Is that what he's thinking? I don't know.
Johnny has said earlier this week that this match will not end when the bell rings. It will end when Tommaso Ciampa does. Let's go back, take a look at it, guys, one more time. Again, it's hard to watch, fellas.
That had to be a good 12, 15 feet.
Just listen to this.
And there's two impacts. There's the impact on the table and the impact on the floor.
And you know, we've been asking what lengths would these two superstars go to. I don't think anyone thought that either of these two superstars would go to the lengths we've seen tonight.
I don't know. If you ask me, man, I'm not surprised by this at all. I knew it would be infinite. I knew it would be a battle like we've never seen.
Take a look there, Johnny Gargano looking at his finger where that ring was taken off. Do you think perhaps he's thinking, I went too far? I mean, even given the last year between these guys, the history, the friendship, everything they went through together. Has Gargano become what he despised? I guess Gargano wants to inflict more punishment. Ciampa is pleading with him.
Well, Ciampa is strapped with nowhere to go. And Gargano raining down onto Ciampa, his former friend, his former partner.
There's no need for Gargano to take this any farther. He's clearly, in my mind, he's won. But I mean, he's blinded by rage right now.
Well, you can have Johnny. This doesn't end, as I mentioned, until Tommaso does. Hey, Gargano, no remorse. And looking to lock in the Gargano escape. Quickly.
Ciampa tapping quickly, but no referee to see it. Oh, no! Gargano has snapped.
Oh, no, and Nigel, Gargano's got the handcuffs.
Can you justify this? This level of brutality.
Oh. Hey, Gargano, this is what Gargano has been waiting for.
Tommaso Ciampa is defenseless.
Shot after shot.
Please stop.
And again, the Gargano escape.
Somebody has got to stop this.
And there's nowhere for Tommaso Ciampa to escape too. And again, to your point, there's no referee.
That's what you do. Get off of him. Get him off. Get him off. Get out. Come on. Now finally we're trying to. Well, this has just got nasty. What?
Gargano trying to do anything to get his hands again on Ciampa. Oh! Ooh!
Officials are trying to uncuff Tommaso Ciampa.
Johnny, no!
Exposed round! Nothing there to protect Ciampa! He's out! He's out!
Ciampa's still in this thing!
Tommaso Ciampa.
Johnny Gargano had this thing dead to rights. Tommaso Ciampa was in the middle of the ring tapping on 2 separate occasions, but there was no referee at the time to call it.
It has come to this.
Look, guys, again, this is incredibly hard to watch. But when you're Johnny Gargano and emotions are running high, that's what happens in a street fight.
And Ciampa brought it on himself when he threw away Johnny Gargano's wedding ring.
And that was enough. That was enough to fire up Johnny Wrestling. He had not had enough. And he would follow up with the completely injured Tommaso Ciampa.
The rage boiling over in Johnny Gargano to this.
I mean, shot after shot after shot. How many can one person take?
Ciampa had no way to defend himself. Completely unprotected.
Well, then,
right here, look.
Gargano escapes locked in, and right there, to your point, to Percy's point, but there was no referee.
No official to call the end of the match. And Gargano would not be stopped. Again, he would look.
Gargano wanted to keep it going, but Tommaso Ciampa able to turn this thing around. I don't even know how he was able to stand or even still continue to be in this match after all the punishment delivered by Johnny Gargano.
The injured neck again of Johnny Gargano as Tommaso Ciampa has his hand held high in victory.
Tommaso Ciampa's mind, vindication. But at what cost? Friendship destroyed. There it was, Gargano attempting to come back in. A short DDT driving into the unprotected wood. Just listen if you can to the impact. And then crawling on top. Words can't do it justice.
Look, guys, part of me I feel like I can't blame Johnny Gargano for taking it to that level, for taking it that far. But at the same token, something changed, something snapped in Johnny Gargano tonight.
Maybe one has to wonder if a win would satisfy either of these two superstars, because tonight, Tommaso Ciampa came to Chicago with a goal in mind. It was to win the war and end the fairy tale of Johnny Gargano.
Don't move.